Hello, you lovely human. Nice to see you here. This lesson is all about the lower back and the hips. So if you're feeling that you've got super crampy lower backs, your hips are really tight, then this is going to be amazing for you. So all you're going to do is bring yourself to sit cross-legged to begin with. Now if you've got a block, you can always pop it under your bum to lift yourself up a little bit higher. Otherwise, just sitting cross-legged, however you fancy is fine. You can, if you want, cross the ankles over one another, or if it feels better, you can bring one foot in front. You probably find that one knee lifts, the other one softens, whatever. Just go with whatever feels best in your body. You're going to reach the arms out to begin with. We'll get a little bit of all over body through this. Take a nice big inhale, float your arms all the way up, lift up tall. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands together in front of the chest. Lower those fingers all the way down. Good. Nice big inhale, bring the hands onto the knees. And as you exhale, we're going to twist round towards the right. So bring your right hand back behind you. Left hand's going to come on the outside edge of your knee, and you're going to use that to twist you around. Take another big inhale, come back into the middle, hands on knees. And exhale to twist the other way. One hand behind you, other hand on the knee. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Keep softening both knees down towards the floor as much as you can. And again, inhale to come back into the middle. We're going to take a big breath in, lift up tall stay on your bum. Just lift through your spine. And as you exhale, we're going to walk forwards here. So you're really wanting to soften the knees into the floor as much as you can. You can keep this active by pushing into the hands and pushing those hips back. Or if it feels better, you can lower the head down towards the floor. Just make sure your bum's not coming up off the ground. Make sure you are able to relax forward to soften through the hips, the thighs. And again, take a nice big breath in. Walk yourself all the way up. And swap the legs over. This is where it feels weird. So when you try and cross your arms and you try and do it the other way, and it doesn't work, but you're going to swap the legs over. Again, take a big breath in to sit up nice and tall, lengthen through that spine. And as you exhale, walk yourself out. Lower yourself down over the body. Try and soften up through the knees, your hips, thighs. Anywhere that's feeling tight or tense, just ease through it. When you're ready, we're going to take a nice big inhale and walk ourselves all the way up. We're going to release the legs, so stretch them out in front of you and give them a bit of a wiggle, a bit of a jiggle. I want you to bend through the knees, and we're going to come into fire log pose. Now, if you've got super tight hips, this is going to feel really big for you. So you can always grab a blanket or something. I'll actually grab one so that you can pop it under your knees, under your feet, so that it feels a little bit more nourishing. But any kind of cushion or blanket is absolutely fine. What you're going to do is pick up your right foot, and it's going to come underneath your left knee. Now you want your leg to be parallel to your body, so parallel to the mat if you've got one, and flex your toes. You're going to pick up your left foot, and that is going to rest on the top of the right knee. Now if you're finding that there's just no way, it's just not going up there, you can stretch out that right foot, and we're going to rest the left foot above the right knee still, just with the leg stretched out. If you can though, you are going to make sure that you can see your toes just underneath your left knee. And we're going to flex that foot as much as we can. If you're here and it's feeling really tight, grab that blanket, pop it under your hip, under your thigh, and use that as a bit of a cushioning. Or you can always turn it upright and use that to rest your knee on, whatever feels best. You're going to take an inhale, lift yourself all the way up, nice tall spine. As you exhale, we're going to walk over towards the right. Try and lower the hands down towards the floor. It might work. You might only get one hand down, whatever you're able to do. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, we're going to walk the hands forwards. And again, try and relax over those legs. Big breath in here. Exhale over towards the left. Lower yourself down. And inhale to come all the way up. And stretch those legs back out. Wiggle and a jiggle, doing really well. Same on the other side. So a little bend through those knees. Gonna hook the left foot underneath the right knee this time. Flex those feet, try and get that shin parallel. Going to pick up the right foot, place it on top of the left knee. Again, if you can't, if it's not going there, stretch out that bottom leg. It's absolutely fine. If you are able to and you have got the foot underneath, then make sure you can see those little toes wriggling out underneath. Grab that blanket, pop it under your thigh if you need to. We're going to take a nice big inhale again to sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, we're going to go the other way. So over towards the left, lower yourself down, soften through those hips, the thighs. I know it's big, so be patient with yourself. Big breath in. And as you exhale, walk the hands forward. Try and make sure that you're flexing the feet to protect those knees. Lower down. Big breath in. And exhale round towards the right. Doing a fabulous job. And big breath in to come all the way back. Stretch those legs out. Shuffle through the knees. And swing your legs on around to come onto all fours. We're going to come into downward dog. So you're going to walk the hands up towards the top of the mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Tuck your toes under. Big breath in. Lift up all the way nice and tall. And pedal through the feet. You can guide one heel down towards the floor, guide the other knee in towards your chest, keeping the feet where they are, just moving through the knees if your hamstrings are feeling tight. Going to take a big breath in, lift up onto the balls of the feet, stretch through the feet, and exhale to guide the heels down towards the floor. Going to look at the space in between your hands, and I want you to pick your right knee up and into the chest. Shift the weight forwards, and we're going to place the right knee and the right shin down towards the floor. So the knees come in towards the back of the right wrist. And then you're going to lower the back knee down towards the ground. Now what I want you to make sure that you're doing is you've got your left leg in line with your body, so it's not flailing or splaying out to either side. If your hips are really, really high up, like just high, you can grab that blanket, pop it under your bum, and that's going to help to keep you nice and lifted. If you can though, you are going to bring that hip down towards the floor. If it feels too much through that back hip, you are welcome to bring it out towards the side. That is absolutely fine. Right foot is towards the left hip, and if you really want to get into your hips, you can walk that foot up towards the top of the mat. Doesn't work for me though, so I'm not going to push it. With everything, don't push or force it if it's not there. And you are going to pull the right hip back, left hip forwards. Take a big breath in to lift up tall. And exhale to walk yourself down onto the forearms. Take some really nice deep breaths here. And if you can, if you want to, you can lower the head down towards the floor. Soften through the hips. Soften through your bum. Take a big breath in. Reach yourself all the way back up. Hands on either side of the knee. Tuck the toes under, and again, lift yourself up and back to downward dog. Same on the other side. Left knee into the chest, shift the weight forwards, place the knee and the shin down, this time behind the left hand. Check over your right shoulder, make sure that your leg is in line with the body. Come down onto the forearms, grab that blanket and pop it under your bum if you need it. Otherwise, come all the way down, left hip back, right hip forward, squaring those hips. And you can lower down onto the forehead if you need to. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. Otherwise, take a really nice big breath in and lift yourself all the way up. Come back into downward dog. Lift those hips up nice and high. Lower the knees, bring the big toes together, open those knees nice and wide. Shift the weight back in towards the feet and take a few breaths here. When you're ready, slowly lift yourself all the way